Mixon with a first down carry. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 2nd and 10, Fields trying to lay one up deep. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Seven, our score after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll go again with ETN. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fields. This will be caught at about the 5. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam, and he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Second and 4. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Back to throw now on second and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Second and 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin Lloyd buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Quez Watkins, 97 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second and 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Come on, D. 43's the mic.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A handoff for Etienne. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year, and they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some space here. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 17-yard line. 174 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On play action, Fields. Looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Locates Etienne along the sideline. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They snap it to Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 189 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Jaguars use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out quickly to Judy. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown.
Tommy Trimble.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll work down inside the 45.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
All eyes on Fields.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
In motion right is Watkins. Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Back to throw, Fields.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jags, it may not be too late to salvage their season.